Well, it's no use, Julie.
At least I'm unmuted. Thank you so much, Steve, and thank you for hosting this. And welcome everyone. It's great for you to be here. And I will be covering stress-free living tonight, which is a topic that is something that I needed to get into well over 20 years ago. Because there was factors in my life, such as my son having severe eczema and allergies after he was born. He's almost 25. And then about 13 months later, my dad dropped out of a heart attack. He was 57, didn't have any illness that we knew of. And then I was made redundant from my job at Granada TV. And I wasn't happily married. So I left my husband. So all the stress that I encountered, it led me onto this path of a holistic therapy, stress management. So that's what I first did, a 2-year training course. And then I studied a nutritional therapist. And then I did a lot with stress and nutrition and health and well-being. So this is a subject I'm passionate about, and I just want to help you as much as possible. We've only got half an hour, so I will do my very best, but it might have to be I might have to do a part 2 or even part 3 of it. So what I would like to do is go through everything that I kind of do for myself, and that's helped me. So I'm very authentic. I don't teach people things that I've read or just learned about. It's things that I've worked with and that have helped me. So I'm going to go through kind of some routine, but I kind of want to hear from you and what your requirements are. So I'm going to start with kind of what I do first thing in the morning, and that is when I get up, I have a glass of water, or a couple of glasses of warmed water. Now, warmed water is really important because it helps flush toxins that have been built up overnight. And it's really important that it's warmed and not cold, because when it's cold, it's a shock to your body system, and it doesn't kind of, flush out the toxins in the same way. So that's the first thing. Other things I do, you think of things that I'm grateful for. So in the morning, even just to kind of look out and be able to, see and hear, and I think, just little things. So I just recommend that you just have a few things every day, every morning that you're grateful for. And before you go to bed, just think about the things that you're grateful for, because it's so easy to think, oh my gosh, there's so much negativity and so much stress around. But if you can think of things that, you're grateful for in your life, it really does help keep you calmer and more positive. Other things I do, things like Qigong exercises, which I don't know if you've heard. It's like Tai Chi, but it's like more like a kind of the warm-up type exercises with Tai Chi, but it's an exercise system in itself. So if you want to join me on just some of the simple things that you can just do even sat down, one of the things actually can just shake your body. When you stood up, it's obviously a lot easier, but just shaking your body, it helps just to release any tension. So if you watch an animal, if it's, had any stress, or, it's in a bad mood or something like that, or has a fight, one of the first things you'll see an animal do is just shake, and they're just shaking off the tension. And it really helps. You can just shake your arms and your legs. In fact, I've just bought, there's actually tapping you can do on your body. So, they work on different meridians, and meridians are energy pathways in your body that relate to all the organs in your body. So very healing. But even just tapping on your body, that's like your stomach meridian, your underarms, which you can just see there, that's your spleen meridian. So that is great to help kind of keep you grounded. And when you're constantly giving out to people, you might have families, you might have in your job, constantly giving to others, your energy gets depleted. and that's when you kind of feel tired and sluggish, and you crave sweet things, and lots and lots of other, you know, health issues you can get. So anything to work on your spleen, which, as I say, just tapping by the side. You look like a bit of a monkey, you know, if you're just tapping both sides. And you know, anyone that knows that, you know, has watched Tarzan, you know, beats his chest and even says that, oh, and that noise, that vibration. There's different vibrations to help different organs in the body. So the one for the heart is actually ha, and you can actually tap where your heart is, your thymus gland, which is great for your immune system, but helps to kind of keep you calm. That ha, it's just really, really helpful. And I will go through some other things that, you know, help like that shortly. I've actually just bought this thing called a tapper. It's a bamboo tapper, and you can tap it over your body, your head. You can get to your back, but you can actually just use your hands to tap your body. You're just kind of tapping down your arms, yeah, right at your back, yeah, just kind of all over, except like the back of your neck. You're not meant to do. So if anyone wants details, I can send you. But because it's wood, it helps on, you know, the liver, and also it just helps the vibration. It just helps kind of de-stress the body. So anything to do with kind of stretching, just really helps to calm. So anything like in the Qigong exercises, the stretches you can do, you know, just kind of even moving your body different ways, you know, yoga, there's some gentle yoga things, but on YouTube there's so many videos, you know, Qigong and yoga, and it's just finding some, even just start with 5-10 minutes, because one thing I would say is, I'm going to share lots of things, but it's only for you to start taking on board one, maybe two things, because if you get too stressed, too overwhelmed, if it's too much, then that's not going to work. It's going to be counterproductive. So anything you can do exercise-wise that you enjoy, going to the gym, it's quite hard on the adrenals, so it can cause, you know, stress in itself. So anything kind of that if you really enjoy it, you know, that's fine, but do something kind of gentle. Just keep, you know, tapping your body before and after, because that just helps your circulation and it will help keep you calmer. So that's a great thing to do. Breathing, it's quite important to actually keep your mouth closed as much as possible, because what happens is when you breathe through your mouth, you start to kind of breathe into your chest, and you actually can hyperventilate, feel stressed. And when people say, actually, oh, do deep breathing, lots of deep breathing, it's not actually the case, because, again, it can cause you to hyperventilate. So the Buteyko Method, which is from this Dr. Buteyko, there's lots of information on the internet about it. Just take a gentle breath, like you're breathing like a baby. So if you see the abdomen rising, gently in, just for a few seconds, so you can feel your stomach just sticking out a little. And then breathing out, you breathe out a bit more for say 5 or 6. And keeping your tongue on the roof of the mouth as much as possible. I can't do it while I'm talking, because it won't sound very good, will it, if I've got my tongue on the roof of my mouth. So you're kind of breathing gently in, gently out. And if you do watch your baby, sometimes you think, oh my gosh, it stopped breathing, because it doesn't have many breaths. So it's not good to take too many breaths. So actually, talking about the water, I would recommend, you know, always filtered water rather than tap water, because of the chemicals that it's got in the water. But there's one water I recommend. Well, there's another one called, I don't know if you heard, Fiji water. That's got more silica in. This has actually got silica in, but this is kind of a lot easier to get hold of. And this water helps to get heavy metals out of the body. So Fiji water's got a bit more silica, and Volvic water's actually got a lot less, but it's still got more than other bottled waters you can get in the supermarkets. But this Acilis water, the man was telling me, it's all not for profit, so the charge is as little as they can. Unfortunately, it's in plastic bottles, but it's not PBA plastic, but it would be too expensive to ship. And he said that someone did a test recently, and their I think it was the aluminium levels within 4 months had come down 50%, and the mercury levels came down 80%, which is a lot. And it's very non-invasive way and very, very gentle way of getting heavy metals out of the body. And heavy metals, such as aluminium, mercury, lead, things like that, can really stress your body and stop you from absorbing things. Now, you can be born in with genetically with heavy metals, but we get it from kind of pollution, from water, from foods, from amalgam fillings, just kind of general living, from body products, anything like that. So I think we've accumulated so many heavy metals that it's a great way of getting them out. But I can send details about that. And yeah, and if you've got any questions, do ask me. So yeah, food wise, I can't go into foods too much tonight because I haven't really got that much time, but I can do that in another session if anybody wants. So, but what I would say is enjoy. It's important to enjoy your foods, because if you don't, and if you're eating in a rush, then that's going to be stressful, or if you're worried about what to eat. So what I would say is don't think about taking anything out. Just eat as mindfully as you can, and notice if you're enjoying the food, if it's causing you any stress, how you're feeling afterwards. And the best way to kind of absorb all the nutrients is to just eat, and if possible, try not to do anything else like watch your phone and multitask, things like that. I know the French, they take like 2 hours to have the lunch, which they make it a kind of relaxing and enjoyable experience. Now, I know we've not got 2 hours to kind of have lunch these days, but just make it as special as possible. So, if you're at home in the evening for your evening meal, clear the table, put nice kind of cutlery, crockery, maybe light a candle, play some music, anything like that will really be beneficial. There's some music by this man called John Levine, called Alpha Music, and he's a composer, and he's brought out this music, and actually just having it on, you don't even have to have it on loud. There is one specifically to help kind of with digestion, but I think they all would do that, and you can download them as well. And it says relieve symptoms of hyperactivity such as ADD, ADHD, helps ease stress and anxiety. There's one especially kind of for sleep. There's one better for women than there's one for men. That's recommended. And he wanted to do a kind of a study, and it was quite expensive to do, and he was deciding what to do when he got a testimonial from a woman who said, I've got 2 budgies, and they both fell asleep. They both fell off the perch. They fell asleep. So he said that was just fantastic feedback for him, because he said, like, budgies don't fall asleep. So, it was great that, put that on. Not that they all make you fall asleep or anything like that, but they just help to calm. So they're kind of great to do, which I can send details of those. In fact, I've got a page on my website with things that I recommend. There's actually a book here called This is Anxiety Free. This is about the Buteyko Method breathing. And as I say, that's just about keeping your mouth closed and those slow breaths. There's a lot more to it, but there are videos on YouTube. So food wise, even like at these times, if you just kind of had like a Zoom call with someone and had like a lunch or a dinner or something like that, and just make it as relaxing and enjoyable as possible. And the more kind of mindful you can eat and chew your food as much as possible to take pressure off your digestion. If possible, avoid processed food, sugar, anything kind of chemically based, and things that don't make you feel good. It would be best to, as I say, kind of like chew it well, but just notice, what is kind of you're not feeling good with, and then you can look for something else. And it's about bringing healthy things in. And if you have a substantial meal rather than kind of lots of, kind of meals and snacks, so, maximum kind of 3 meals a day possible. If you're kind of really hungry in between, then, have a healthy snack. But it's best to give your body a break. And things like intermittent fasting, which all it is kind of finishing your evening meal as early as possible and having that break while you're sleeping. Because if you eat too close to bedtime, apparently your digestion shuts down at 9 o'clock. So it needs about a few hours to digest the food. So realistically, it's obviously ideal if you can finish your evening meal like 6-7 o'clock, and then give it time to digest so that you can sleep as well as possible, because sleep is extremely important for stress. And if you don't get enough sleep, then you get more stress during the day. So it's, a vicious cycle. So things that will help you sleep is, as I said, try not to have your evening meal too late. If possible, turn your phone off or anything electrical before you go to bed. If you can't do that, you can actually download something called, I think it's Flux. It's an app. So it's not got the blue light, because you can actually get glasses, blue light blocking glasses, to stop you from absorbing the light, because your body thinks it's daytime and won't start producing melatonin, which is the sleep hormone. So if you can either, switch everything off or wear blue light blocking glasses or get downloading this app, that would be much better. And when you sleep, try and turn anything electrical off. Have a clock by your bed instead of using your phone, such as a silent sweep clock or something like the digital clock that's not plugged in, because anything plugged in by your bed while you're sleeping does affect your sleep in a negative way. Keep your room as dark as possible, and if you can't, then get an eye mask. If it's going to be a bit noisy, maybe earplugs. I can send you details of these earplugs I get in America. They don't charge any shipping, and the cheapest place I could find, and most natural ones. And make sure your room's not too hot either. Got to be a certain temperature, which I can send you details, or you can look it up. And just do relaxing things. And the one key thing, which I'm going to go through a relaxation process with you, because anything relaxing, meditation, anything like that will kind of really help you to keep calm. So what I would recommend is during the day, sometimes it can be so overwhelming. I don't know if anyone gets overwhelmed, so many things to do. If you just even have 1 minute just to stop and kind of take that breath, maybe you can close your eyes and just kind of ask yourself, you can start asking yourself throughout the day, where am I now? And it gets you to be focused in the moment, because when you're in the moment, there can't be any stress. If you think of the past, the future, then you will feel stressed. So to keep you in the now is kind of take the breath and just stop. If you can, set maybe an alarm on your clock, on your phone, every kind of 30 minutes, an hour, even just 1 minute, just to kind of focus and just ask, what do I need to do next? And you will get key answers to things. And your mind kind of can be everywhere. And I will go through a relaxation kind of meditation process very shortly, and cover some more things. So the things I kind of recommend as kind of relaxing, and this is to help the vagus nerve. And I don't know if any of you have heard of the vagus nerve, which is the nerve that goes from your brain to your digestion, and it affects every single organ as well. So things that will help that and help keep you calmer are, one thing we can do now is humming. So you can either just make a humming noise. I won't be able to hear any of you, but you'll be able to hear me. So what you can do is you can put your fingers on the cartilage in between your ears and your cheeks, and if you press that with your index finger, get my earphones coming out, but you make this B sound noise, and that vibration will just help to keep you much calmer. So you can do it kind of before bed. I mean, it might be good to do before a meal, but if you're out in a restaurant, not that you would be at the moment, or out and about, you can always visualize yourself doing these things, because, as I'm going to say in the visualization I will do with you, is your subconscious mind does not know whether something's imagined or real. So if you can't do something, just visualize it, imagine it. Other things for the vagus nerve is laughter. So just having a good laugh. And what you can do is you can get some people, like babies laughing or people laughing as a sound effect on YouTube or on the internet, and can help you laugh. Or watch funny things, tell jokes, anything like that. Laughter is great to get you in the moment and to help your vagus nerve. Splashing your face with cold water in the morning, that helps. You can actually dunk your head in ice cold water, but I don't think I could manage that. And when you have a shower, just finish on cold water if you can't manage a cold shower, which I couldn't. And gargling, things like gargling. So I'm not going to do that now, but gargling, that really helps. And anything to work on the meridians, like acupuncture or acupressure or qigong, anything like that, tapping your body. Massage is great. Now, massage, obviously, at the moment, it's not easy to get a massage. However, it's been proven with massage that it increases oxytocin and lowers your stress hormones. But you can actually do it on yourself, and it has just as much benefits, just many benefits if you do it on yourself. So even just kind of, stroking your arms, your legs. There's something called havening, which just stroking down your arms. So if anybody wants to try that now, just stroking down the arms, that really helps keep you calm. So havening comes from with safe haven, so you feel safe, and it's about nurturing yourself. And doing things like that, it's really beneficial, and you could just kind of feel kind of really nurtured with that. You can just kind of hold your arms. You can do the palms of your hands, so your thighs. You can do kind of your cheeks, and that kind of really helps to keep you calm, feel safe. And another thing you can do is massage your ears. So you can just massage your earlobes, and that's got every part of your body on your ears. So if you want to massage your ears, you can do it now. Just massaging ears, all down your ears. It's like giving yourself a full body massage, really. You can do it on your hands or your feet. I mean, obviously it's nice when someone does things like your feet, but just to kind of massage. And if you've got a bit of a headache, you can just press this point, the webbing between your thumb and your index finger, and just press that, and that helps with headaches. But even just holding your thumb, that kind of helps to keep you calm. So kind of lots of things. There is something called, I mean, there's lots of kind of supplements you can take. There's lots of herbal remedies, but you have got to be careful with herbal things, especially kind of on medication, things like that. Nice kind of chamomile tea before bed. and things like magnesium, which is a key mineral for reducing stress, but also to give you energy as well. So it's one of the minerals that everybody is lacking in. So you can get a spray, or you can get you can get bath soak or things for foot soaks. Put that in. And there's a good night spray, that's just a mini one, and it's got aromatherapy oils, because aromatherapy oils are great, which I'm going to cover in a minute. And it's got magnesium oil, but it's also got bergamot, chamomile and clary sage, which are great for stress and help to relax you. So that's lovely to put on before bed. There is a spray, but if you are deficient, it can make you feel kind of really itchy. So you can get a sensitive one, or you can water it down. But a foot bath before bed, it's like actually having a bath. So I've got, this is from this Better You company that do the magnesium oil, and they do like an inflatable foot bath. This is what I use, but you can just use a washing up bowl. Maybe not the washing up bowl you'd use every day, but just get a washing up bowl, or, you know, kind of for these foot spas, and put your feet in with some nice warmed water, magnesium flakes. Fantastic to do before bed. Or even just drop some aromatherapy oils. So I am a qualified aromatherapist. I don't sell oils or anything like that. So you can have something for the day, which is like a grapefruit oil, great for nervous tension and stress. You can inhale. You can pop some on a tissue. You can pop some in an oil burner. Just put some water with some drops of oil and light a candle. Or you can get heat diffusers. But as I say, popping it on a tissue and inhaling it is the quickest way, or in a little bowl of water by your desk or by your bed. So grapefruit is, as I say, is great. It's great for the immune system, but great for stress. And orange, there's orange, mandarin. They're very kind of, you know, good value oils. It's just a shame when I do my sessions, I let people smell them. So I don't know why I'm kind of smelling it, because you won't be able to smell it. And that's great to help keep you calm. It's helpful for sleep as well. You can get things like roll-ons as well. Lavender, it's quite good unless you've got really low blood pressure. And frankincense is lovely. There's lots of different ones that are good to help keep you calm, some to help sleep. You could even put those in kind of your foot bath before bed. And hopefully you can stay a bit longer, because I've got so much to share. I just want to share one thing about something called tissue salts, which have come back into my awareness after many years. I was into them quite a few years ago, and since lockdown I've kind of really researched them. And there's one in particular called Califos, maybe I'll see it on here, which is potassium phosphate. Tissue salts go straight into the system. They're safe for everyone, even if you're on medication. They're just kind of little, you know, either lactose or sugar pills. You can't see them, but they're tiny little things that absorb under your tongue very quickly. There are 12 tissue salts. There's actually 27, but there's 12 main ones. But the Califos one, I would say probably that's the most popular one for stress. Suffers depression, insomnia, nervous tension, people that have had nervous breakdown, hypersensitivity. We all find that Califos helpful, and it's one of the most important tissue salts for mental symptoms of worry and distress. If you take it with the Magphos, which is like magnesium phosphate, it's a form of magnesium, but again goes straight into your cells. It's good for stress, burnout, and total exhaustion. So they're great, and there's lots of books about it, lots of information on the internet, and I can help you with any of them if you want. So before we finish, if you just want to kind of do a relaxation, and as I say, your subconscious mind does not know whether something's imagined or real, so we can go on a little holiday. So just take yourself to somewhere that is really relaxing, whether it's beach, whether it's in a garden, whether it's somewhere in the mountains, just anywhere that you think, oh, I just feel really relaxed there. Somewhere you've either been or not been to. and you actually, don't have the stress of going on holiday, but you have, all the benefits. So if you get all your senses involved, that's what helps get you in the moment. So take a gentle breath in and take yourself, if you want to close your eyes. I can't see you, by the way, so you can do whatever you want. You can just visualize yourself in this place that is so relaxing. Maybe you can smell some beautiful scent. Maybe it's your favorite flower. Maybe it's a rose. You can see clear blue sky, sun shining down. Maybe you can feel the sun on your skin. Feel a nice warm, gentle breeze. Noticing your clothes, your skin. So anything you can taste. Maybe you're about to have a drink, maybe with a slice of lemon. You can taste the lemon or orange in your mouth. You can hear the sea. Maybe you've got your feet on the sand or the ground, your bare feet. And that helps the grounding, helps induce calm. Just putting your feet onto the ground, and if you can't actually do that in real life, just visualize yourself doing it. And just notice any areas of tension in your body. Because they say what you resist persists. And where energy goes, where tension goes, energy flows. So notice any areas of tension, and if thoughts come into your mind, just welcome them. Trying to push them away will just get them to be stronger. So just welcome them. Just take all these feelings into every cell of your body. Bringing yourself back into the room that you're in now. Feeling calmer, more relaxed, grounded. I can't see you, but I hope you're all back with me. So, doing something like that, there's something called heart math. Just anywhere that is relaxing or anything that you appreciate, if you kind of breathe into your heart, into your abdomen, it helps your heart rate kind of just balance, keep calm. And just, as I say, putting your bare feet on in nature helps you to ground, helps with stress. I heard of a woman doing it. Her baby was crying, just constantly crying. And what she did, she just went out in the garden barefoot, carrying the baby. The baby just stopped immediately. So it really does help. So doing that with your humming, your gargling, tapping, all these things are kind of really beneficial. However, if you take on too much and get too overwhelmed, then it's going to be counterproductive. So what I would recommend is literally take one thing. So if you want to think of one thing you can take from tonight, maybe two at the most, what you can do easily, effortlessly and enjoyably. And I'd love to hear what you've done. I have actually got a book, Food Awakening, Nutrition for Now, with much more information in. If anyone's interested, I can send a signed copy out. You can get them from Amazon for $11.99, but I sell them for $10.99 signed, and I can send that out. That's including postage. So you can let me know about that. And as I say, work with people one-to-one, in groups, corporate wellness. But if you've got any questions at all, because I've loved this and I could carry on for another hour or two, but obviously we're about to finish. We've gone over time. So any questions,